Before we jump into today's episode, if you're digging Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast, please know that in 2026, our 10th anniversary year, your support truly matters. Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/udownwithkpp. Memberships start at just $1 a month and help us bring you even more KPP. You can also support the show with new Ka-Pow merch on our TeePublic store. Please know we appreciate every bit of support, and on with the episode.
You're listening to Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast. Comics, television, movies, and more. If it impacts fan culture, we have something to say about it. And now, your hosts, Jordan, Cliff, and Seth.
Hello, and thank you for joining us on this very special episode. It's time for Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast 4th Annual Summer Movie Challenge. How exciting can you get? My name is Jordan Lowe.
I'm Cliff Barnes, and I'm pumped. I'm ready.
I'm Seth.
Returning participants. This is only our 4th one. This is like one of our newest annual events, but it feels like a very important part of Ka-Pow.
My fave.
And joining us all four seasons, Mr. Jesse Starcher.
Jesse is a friend. Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine.
Thanks for having me back, guys. I cannot wait to see what fun things are going to happen in this summer blockbuster season. And I hope to take the crown.
Yeah.
And then the rookie who joined us was just last year for the first time. Mr. Jared Lowe is here.
Put me in cold. I'm ready to play today. Look at me. I can be Cynthia.
Thanks for having me back. Yeah, last year was my rookie season. I don't think I got last. I certainly didn't win. I don't believe I was last. So maybe
I think we tied.
I did enough to come back for another try here in my sophomore season. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Yep.
So this is the competition where we pick what we think are going to be the top grossing films of the summer season. We each made a top 10 list, a couple wild cards. We're going to reveal them now. We put our lists in before May started.
Yeah.
So we are into May. You know, the contest has begun, but we didn't know the results when we submitted these.
All lists were submitted, passed around, and got them in, and then we waited till we had time to record. And casually, we had to get through Free Comic Book Day and all that business, and now the numbers are cranking. We're earning our money. We'll see what happens. So we're going to find out what everybody has tonight. The contest goes from Free Comic Book Day weekend to through Labor Day weekend, and that's it. 4 months. It's going to be great. I'm excited. So I'm gonna go through the scoring rules here quickly to start this off, so everybody knows exactly what we're doing here. We all submitted a list of 13 movies. We had 10 movies in order of what each person thought the domestic box office would bring, and the way that is scored is if you picked a movie for the number 1 or the number 10 slot, if you hit that exactly in that slot, you get 13 points for it. So those are big. Those really can make the difference. I don't think anybody's ever hit number 10, but number 1's been hit several times. If you picked a movie for slots 2 through 9, you get, and you're correct, you get 10 points for that. If you picked a movie that is one space away from your slot, if it ends up one space away from your actual placement, you get 7 points. If it's 2 spots away from where you actually placed it, it's 5 points. And if you picked a movie in your top 10 and it's anywhere in the top 10, you get 3 points for it. If your picked movie is not placed in the top 10, you get 0 points for it. That's why we each picked 3 extra movies, dark horses, that will be, that possibly, you didn't put them in your top 10, but if these 3 movies are, one of them is in the top 10, you will get a point. So that's worth something. I mean, it might make the difference. We've had some close ones. It might keep you out of last place or something. You never know when you're going to have a tight race at any point in the scale.
So
there.
if a movie's in like 12th place and you had it 10th, it's out. You don't get the 2 points away bonus.
No.
It doesn't make top 10. It's 0 points.
Good question. No.
Okay.
I
am going to double check your math this year. I'm just
do it. Yeah. I think that's
after that record-breaking performance last year that no one will ever top.
Yeah,
Right.
I would say that about your performance also, but then I did even better in the same year, and it's just like those scores are untouchable. Never going to be beat. Calling it now.
It's definitely going to come down to these marginal calls.
It's guys, we're working in the margins this summer. I'm just going to tell you that much already. We got some pretty close lists here, so it's going to be, except for Jesse, but right in between all the this and that. I'm just kidding. You got a lot of the same stuff, Jesse. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Stop messing with me.
And just to clarify, if anybody hasn't listened to these before, so this year the contest started May 1st, and it'll run to Labor Day itself, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Labor Day weekend. Whatever they consider the domestic box office. I'm going by the box office numbers, and whatever they count as Labor Day weekend, that'll end it.
And we've got a wager riding on it. The winner gets to pick a movie that the rest of us have to watch, and then we'll come back and discuss it. That's been a fun time. Yeah. Jesse won.
It must be. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Better be streaming. Better be streaming.
So Jesse's been a winner. Seth, you've won twice.
Yes, we played 3 times. Jesse was the inaugural winner. I picked up the last 2, and so pressure's off us, right, Jesse? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pressure's off.
All right. Let's make some wildly bold statements that we'll come to regret in a couple months.
Please.
Love it.
All right.
Who's going to kick it off?
Here's the order we're going to go in, and that order is the order I wrote them down.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be easier for me. So, we're going to let Jared reveal what his number 1 pick for summer 2026, which this is a pretty big summer. It's a pretty big... I see a lot of movies here that could make a bunch of money. So, what'd you go with?
Okay. I felt like my overall thoughts here were, there was, maybe 7-ish, that were surefire, going to be hits. So it kind of came down to maybe what order, the end of the list, maybe who knows, and then, your wild card picks, you can kind of go on a limb a little bit here and there. But yeah, so I didn't go too crazy with my first pick. I went with a family movie. I think it comes out a little bit earlier than maybe some of the other ones in the summer, gives it a little more time, a lesson I learned my rookie year. I went with Toy Story 5 as my number 1.
Do you, Forky, take Karen Beverly to be your beloved bride?
Yay-ha! I now pronounce you husband and knife. Poison the maid of honor!
Here's a package for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Hi there, I'm Lilypad. Let's play.
Oh, extinction! Not again!
Bonnie, screen time's over now.
Okay.
I want to talk to you, device.
Please, call me Lily.
Me and the toys have been working all summer to try and get Bonnie to make friends.
Yeah.
But then you had to ruin
Got
it.
it.
You're not even listening to me.
I'm always listening. See?
Now look here, me and the toys have been working all summer.
No, in Spanish.
Con los gemelos Jordan, al otro lado del
What?
Yeah, I got dibs on behind the dresser.
Woody!
Jesse, hello?
Is it as bad out there for toys as they say it is?
We're finding more abandoned toys each day.
We're down! Tex invaded our house, too.
I don't know, Jesse. Toys are for play, but tech is for everything.
I'm losing Bonnie to this device.
You got a friend in me. Woody! Came here as fast as I could.
Why are you wearing a dress, Woody?
It's called a poncho, Forky.
Oh! Someone needs a brown marker.
Halt! Who goes there? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I come in peace.
It's been too long, cowboy.
What are you, some sort of old man toy?
What?
She thinks you're old because you're bald, Woody.
Bonnie needs help from someone at least from the same century. So long, toys.
We're gonna need backup. No way. She's getting away, boss. Our mission on this planet is to make a child happy.
Toy Story 5. A lot of people, it's like the OG Pixar stuff. People are gonna go see that, I think. Probably.
This is the house.
I hope so.
The house that Pixar was built on. I mean, this is where it all began.
Originally considering that, I kind of looked at it and said, well, there's just been so many of them. And I kind of went back to look at Toy Story 4 from a handful of years ago, and it made a crap ton of money. So I was like, okay, well, that made me feel a little better about going with this one. Even Toy Story 4, which everyone loves Toy Story 3. That's a very beloved one. I don't think people love 4 as much as 3, but it still made a crap ton of money. So yeah, I felt comfortable going with this one as my number one.
All right. Jordan.
Me. So I am usually cynical about anything that's not like a Pixar blockbuster. It's like, really, is that really going to make a lot of money? Who's going to go see this? Because the theater's viewership's been down, numbers have been down, trending down. So I found a list online. What movie? Every movie coming out this summer. So I'm like, I'm going to scroll through this, cut and paste everything I think could possibly make $50 to $100 million. And then I'll cut my list down and we'll see where we end up. Well, my first time through the list will just be bold, anything that could, at any chance. And I think I picked 8. I needed 13. And I needed to cast an even wider net. So I'm like, I don't even know where to begin with this. But like Jared said, there are some we know are going to be in the top 10, and I went with the exact same one, Toy Story 5. There's a lot of family movies this summer, and they're all very close together. So I don't know if they're all going to make big money, but I feel like Toy Story, and it's generational now. That's the kids who grew up on it have kids of their own, and everybody loves it. It's for kids and adults, so I don't see any chance of that not making money. And when I looked at everything, I just felt like that was the most sure thing of the summer.
Okay. 2 lows, 2 for Toy Story 5. 2 tickets, please. Jesse, what do you got at number 1?
3 tickets, please, because I have Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 as well. And I'll just reiterate exactly what Jordan just said. The generational aspect, I think, is what led me to pick this and put it at the top. I think that if you have parents who are familiar with the property and enjoyed those movies as kids and want to share that with their own kids, that's what's going to land this movie at number 1 for the season. So Toy Story 5.
All right, Cliff.
Wow.
Change it up.
So I gotta say, I'm a little shocked. I really am. I this is not what I thought most of us would pick. And
you can't be the only one who didn't pick it.
so it, man, I made so many versions of this list. And like, I feel like I switched. I mean, there wasn't like any one that I was like, this is going to be number 4. This is going to be number 10. This is going to be number 1. I just kept going back and forth and all over the place. And the whole time as I'm redoing it each time, I'm trying to think about like what I've learned. So I feel like you guys kind of cracked the code a little bit last year. Jordan and Seth did with their list. However, whatever that code is, but also like, look,
let me know if you.
We'll never tell. We don't know what that is.
But like looking back on my past history, you know, like we said, this is the 4th time, so I've only got 3 to fall back on and try and learn from. But the first year I did okay. Then after that, my list, I felt like I was really confident that second year, and it just kind of fell apart. And then last year I felt like it was a little better, and I had one that number 10 really screwed me, picking Tron Ares, because I didn't pay attention to the release schedule. So this year I was like, I'm getting the release schedule. I'm gonna.
It's literally the least you could do.
It really is. It really is. But I get all excited about certain movies, and then, you know, my gut says, "Oh, I really want to see this." So other people.
If that's
really
the code that we looked at the release
that
schedule,
is not the code. That is definitely not the code. So yeah, I tried to learn a little bit from my own mistakes. Follow the release schedule. Pay attention to what's coming out, when it's coming out, what it's against. You know, what's all of that is going to factor in.
4 times a charm.
You did all of that, and then when the math came out, your number 1 pick was
Toy Story 5.
All right.
Perfect.
It's all the numbers spinning around his head.
Yep. It really was that Charlie Day meme. I had it all, you know, the string and the bulletin board and all of that.
All right, that's 4 Toy Story 5s. Guys, I so wanted to go with something else, but I did not. I went with Toy Story 5. Inside Out did bonkers a couple of years ago, and I was like, Toy Story 5 is that level for me. So I think it's gonna do it. I'd be surprised if something else gets number 1. But I will say this: like Jared said, there's a lot of family movies, and any one of them could blow up, like Lilo and Stitch did last year, and so I think a lot of us are in the same train of thought on these lists, but I feel like and a lot of us will just be wrong. So
we all have the same pick, so it doesn't matter what Toy Story does because we'll all get the same points for it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back to ground zero, guys.
Yeah.
We're all tied.
Yep. So this is now let's just say this. Go through this one. Yeah, good, Jared. Say what your number 2 is here.
Number 2. I feel like we're gonna maybe most of us probably have the same one for number 2, maybe as well. So this one, yeah, I did consider this one for number 1.
Same.
But
I almost pulled the trigger.
Okay, yeah. So 1, it's a little later in the season. It's kind of a later opening. It's the end of July, I think, is when it comes out. However, it's like most people go see this in the first 2 weeks, right? That's where it's going to make all of its money or whatever.
You're absolutely right. With something like this, 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So, I went Spider-Man Brand New Day at number 2.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it!
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was?
If DNA is mutating,
It would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
They're watching the beats of I was just watching one screen. Okay, Jordan, you got number 2.
Yeah, I sense a pattern. I also went Spider-Man number 2. Again, there's Marvel fatigue and superhero withdrawal and all kind of nonsense, but I feel like Spider-Man's its own thing. Even people who may not be up on all the Disney Plus shows or the continuity of Phase 5 or whatever still want to go see a good Spider-Man movie. And the trailer was exciting, had people talking. So I also for a moment thought maybe this could be number 1. I saw some internet chatter that, some fanboys like this is definitely going to be the number 1 movie this summer, but I think it's going to be close, but I slotted in there. Number 2.
What you got, Jesse? Number 2.
Well, I went animated for number 2. And I mean, I always thought like solid box office was always Minions.
They won a few years ago.
Right.
They're huge. They're huge.
So my number 2 pick is Minions and Monsters, which I think releases the 1st of July. So that's going to be right
it's
there.
the July 4th weekend. Like, come
right
on.
in that. Yeah. So.
In Hollywood, the new stars at the silver screen changed the face of the motion picture industry forever. The Minions are back with a touch of mystery.
Bobby. Oh, Humphrey. Piñata. Carbonara. Lasagna.
Now in Minion Vision.
Toot.
James, you have a real gift for filmmaking.
Eureka! Gloria, hallelujah! Like a movie. Un movie de Minions con monsters.
Yachi onigiri. Okay. I'm Gary Orcam Oliver Magma Ichabod the Deceiver, but my friends just call me Goomby for short. I know the perfect monster for your movie. Let's go. Whoopsie. Behold! The all-powerful Irene! She is gonna destroy everything on the planet!
James, you're going to do great things.
I'm hoping that Minion Fever sticks around, and that honestly was number 2, number 1 for me for a little bit. I was swapping them back and forth.
Like I said, you could totally be right.
I'm hoping so. But yeah, Minions and Monsters. There you go. That's my number 2.
Okay, so we finally have a difference here. Cliff, what do you got number 2?
Yeah, so I was really 50-50 on Toy Story 5 and Spider-Man Brand New Day, like going back and forth. And like I said, my gut every time told me it was Spider-Man. Every time. Like, I'm talking to my daughter and I'm like asking Carly, she's still in college, I'm making up lists, and I'm like, what do you think? Toy Story, we're Disney people. Toy Story 5, Spider-Man. She's like, every time she's like, Spider-Man. Everybody's excited to see Spider-Man. And when it came down to it, I was like trying to somehow, think I'm going to make myself make the other choice, and just like whatever happens. I'm going Toy Story. Everybody else is going to pick Spider-Man number 1. I'm going Spider-Man number 2. Turns out I was completely wrong as usual. And yeah.
Or you were so right. Because you were on the same, using the same code. Same code as us, because
we've got some kind of magic code. Jesse's got AI to help him. Cliff's got iCarly.
Exactly. I also went Spider-Man. I wanted to pull the trigger just because I honestly thought, I felt like Toy Story was the no-brain pick. Spider-Man's, I think, more risky. No Way Home made like 800 million, like domestic. It was ridiculous, like sick numbers that I don't think this is going to do that. But it's gonna do a lot of that.
But if it did, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I agree. I would take a chance just to have a different one at the top. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah, if it has a big surprise, crowd pleasing moment like the last one did, and gets people to cheer in the theater and go back again the next week, it could hit any number would not surprise me.
Let's switch it up, go the other direction this time. I'll take it at the turn here. So going into the third pick, just to back up Jesse, Minions was huge, as they keep making these things for a reason. And it's got a great weekend. So yeah, number 3, I went with Minions and Monsters, or whatever it's called. So I'm hoping it does big. Cliff, would you do it number 3?
I went with the traditional Disney live action, and
you saw what Lilo and Stitch did.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw what the Little Mermaid did. So yeah, Moana, the live action version.
I know a girl from an island. She stands apart from the crowd. She loves the sea and her people. She makes her whole family proud. Moana, listen. Do you know who you are?
The stories are true.
The story has just begun. Beyond our reef, an evil darkness has found us. Moana, the ocean chose you. Find Maui. Restore the heart of Te Fiti and save us all.
Maui, demigod of the wind and sea.
Hero of men.
Huh?
So it goes like this. Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. Ah, women. Women too, men and women.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See her light up the night in the sea. She calls me. I need your help.
I'm not going on a mission with some mortal.
My island, my people, won't survive if we don't make it. The ocean chose me for a reason. And it chose you too.
Listen, princess, if you're gonna do this, you gotta go through a whole ocean of bad.
I'm not a princess. I'm the daughter of the chief, leader of my people.
Are you ready to be the hero?
Let's go save the world.
I got your back. What? Is there something in my teeth?
When it comes down to it, it's not. I saw the trailer. The Rock looks silly. It's not. I'm like, why do I need to see this? I have Moana at home, right? But when it just comes down to it, I'm like, yeah, but there are so many kids that have only seen the cartoon at home, and their parents are going to take them to the theater so they get to experience the Lin-Manuel Miranda music and they can sing along to the songs, and it just makes sense to me.
Good. I mean, I see no reason that that's not going to be huge. I think they're going to make a bunch of money this summer. Like all these movies. Jesse, what you got number 3?
So yeah, I'm right there with Cliff. I went with Moana, and a lot of it is because of what Lilo and Stitch did. So that influenced this pick big time for me. So I have Moana at number 3.
So you're putting all 3 big family films, 1, 2, 3. You're banking on the kids.
Something's got to hit.
It's true. It's true.
Spoken like a true gambler.
Right.
Just keep throwing it down. Something's got
that's to see Spider-Man not in his top 3. It's a little shocking to the rest of us. Would you say?
Yeah, that's a little surprising, Jesse. But
okay,
I like it. Sure. I like it. Like,
just wait.
It's risky, but he's got some differences. Jordan, we got 3.
3 is where I put Minions and Monsters. Like we've said, it's every time out that has made tons of money. So I don't know why it would stop now.
Right, Jared.
Yeah, so I also kind of stuck with the family theme here for my number 3. I think there's a possibility. Well, I don't know. My thought was we could see maybe some depressed box office numbers this summer, right? If gas is $5 a gallon,
sure,
people
100%.
are struggling. There's other factors happening where, some of these numbers might look a little smaller than what we're anticipating, right? Like, Spider-Man might not do that $800 million that the last one did, sort of thing. But I just felt like, the family movies are just so kind of reliable. Like, they'll skip going to see the mom and dad movie, but they'll, if they're going to spend the money, they'll take the kids to see the kids movies, right? So I just felt like those were a little more reliable, thinking ahead to the summer. Hopefully things turn around and gas goes down and it's not an issue, but that was an issue for me. So
you're really bringing this down.
Sorry. Minions are funny, right? Yes, Minions was my number 3. So I'm right there with you guys. Went with Minions for number 3. Yeah, same thing. I kind of, I I saw the first couple. Yeah, they're fine. I don't think I saw like the last Minions sequel or whatever, but yeah, I went back and looked, and all of those movies made tons of money. All the Despicable movies, and then the Minion kind of spin-off franchise or whatever. Like those movies just make a lot of money. So yeah, I felt comfortable going with Minions number 3. Do I go ahead with my number 4?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me the turn here.
Yeah. So again, the same theme now. So last year, I kicked myself last year because I had Lilo and Stitch number 1 on my list, like the whole time I was making my list. And at the end, I chickened out and ended up putting Fantastic Four or something number 1, if I believe, and I moved Lilo and Stitch down. So I kicked myself for that because I was like, I should have trusted that, I had a gut feeling that Lilo and Stitch was going to be big. Of course it was. I've got Moana at 4, although I consider putting it quite a bit lower. I love Moana. I think it's the best modern Disney movie. It is our favorite. It came out. My girls were like 4, I think, when it came out. That was like their first kind of like Disney princess movie that they were into, loved. It was the year before we went to Disney with the girls, so they wore their Moana costumes and got to meet Moana. It's just like a big part of. We listened to that soundtrack the entire drive to Florida, right? Like 14 hours of listening to that soundtrack. I think it's the best music soundtrack from a Disney movie. It's like my favorite Disney movie. That trailer, I watched it and I was just like, why? What? Mm-hmm. It's just, there's nothing that this trailer is giving me that I can't get from just watching the movie. Like, I was kind of disappointed in that because I do like it so much. So I have a feeling this, I do not think this is going to be Lilo and Stitch level. Because I don't know, I just the whatever. What did Lilo and Stitch come out? Early 2000s, like that era of nostalgia.
2001, 2002.
Yeah, so that like there's a reason that era of nostalgia is big, and those guys like I don't think the 2016 nostalgia matches the 2001 nostalgia or whatever. So I just don't think it's going to do that amount of money. So yeah, I've got it lower than a few of you guys here. I considered doing it maybe a couple spots lower, but I didn't want to get too crazy with it. So Moana is my number 4.
Jordan, you're number 4.
Yeah, there's an echo in here. I think we have the exact same list so far. Yeah, I had Moana at 4. Many of the same reasons. I could have placed this many different spots, but I had the same thoughts that it's just not old enough to have nostalgia yet. Like, kids are still kids who love that movie. But we've made the same argument about all of these live action Disney. What's the point? What is it at? But some of them still are huge blockbusters. So I'm not going to count out Moana. It is a beloved thing. Sure, people are going to go see it. But it's also the third of these kids' movies. So Toy Story's June 19th. Minions is July 1st, 2 weeks later. Moana is July 10th, 1 week later. Mm-hmm. So if these people do you take a whole group of kids to the theater 3 times in a month?
In a month.
It'll be hot. You want to get them in, you take them to the air conditioning.
I'm sure there are people who will, and I'm sure there are people who won't. After the second trip and being all frazzled, will be like, just wait till it comes out on streaming. It's fine. So I could see that for hindering it being the third in line. So that's why I put it lowest. It could be the number 1 movie of the year. Who knows? But that's I had the same doubts, but that's where I slotted it in the same place at number 4.
I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and say I also have Moana at number 4. Okay, so Jesse, what do you have at number 4?
So at number 4, I'm putting money on the back of Steven Spielberg. And I am taking Disclosure Day for number 4.
What did you steal?
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Are they people?
No.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today's
You understand what she's saying?
I hear her. It's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth. I'm a part of it now. I'm just sorry they made you a part of it too.
Hello, Jane. Please. Have a seat.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has to end.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world. If you do this, there's no undoing it.
And I think this was a tough one, to be honest, to put this high. I really think that I could have probably slotted this a few more down. But after this, guys, I honestly was like, I don't know where things are going to place. I was very confident in the top 3, maybe top 4. Well, actually, top 3 I'm confident in. I really feel good about that. And I know I don't have Spider-Man up there, and I'll justify that here when we get to it. But Disclosure Day, I was like, this is Spielberg, this is Summer, this is his wheelhouse, this is Aliens. Let's do it. Can it be done again?
He invented the summer blockbuster.
Yes, he did. We watched Project Hail Mary a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. And my son goes, I've never felt so much for an alien. And I said, buddy, you didn't watch E.T. Because I come out of that theater crying like a baby. And I was, of course, I think like 6, maybe 5 or 6 when it came out. I was a baby. I was quite young. But regardless, I mean, yeah, summer blockbuster. You're right, Cliff. It's synonymous with his name. So I'm going Disclosure Day number 4.
All right. And Cliff, what's your number 4?
So my number 4, shake it up a little bit here. I went with The Mandalorian and Grogu.
We've all heard stories of the Mandalorian bounty hunter and a child.
I only hunt Imperial war criminals. I'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
This isn't about revenge. It's about preventing another war.
Before going into harm's way, check your armor first.
We're protecting everything the rebellion fought for.
Good luck. You're gonna need it. Hey.
Oh, the horrible baby. It's a bad baby.
Strap in.
We need a professional.
Hang on.
What happens when you're not there to protect him?
You good? I'll be right behind you. Go! Go!
Mandalorian, you will suffer. Then it will be his turn.
Monsters. The old protect the young. And then the young. Protect the old. It's time.
Are you scared? You should be.
Good job, baby.
This is the way.
Like Jesse, I battled and battled and battled, and I don't know. I mean, it's a Star Wars movie in a theater. traditionally, everybody in the past up to this point has loved The Mandalorian and Grogu, and he was such a draw, on those streaming services. Like, it was event TV when those seasons would drop, episode by episode. And I don't know. I'm like, I don't know how it's going to fall, but I'm a Star Wars guy. I think no matter what, even the Star Wars fans that hate everything Star Wars now and bitch about it, I think they'll still go see it just so they can bitch about it. So
spite watch.
Yes, exactly. But I'm excited about it. I don't have big expectations for this movie. I just don't. I think at best it'll be kind of, it'll be like the show. It'll be kind of fun, pulpy, little bit of Western in there, storytelling. But I don't think it's going to be canon changing. I don't think it's going to be, it's not going to be The Empire Strikes Back or even Rogue One in story. But I do think it's going to be good enough to make money. And it's May 22nd release. It's got long legs to make some money.
Grogu has notoriously very short legs.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got short legs.
Thanks for pointing that out.
All right, that's up through our first 4 picks. Jesse, I'm going to let you start this time.
Okay. Well, yeah, as far as my number 5 goes, Cliff and I sort of have the same idea, although mine was Mandalorian and Grogu fell into one spot lower in number 5. I watched the trailer for this film, and I really do think people are, as much as people do like to gripe about Star Wars, there is a Star Wars movie coming out, folks. That's, it's not
first one in many years.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I was
it's not common, not as common as it used to be. So I think a lot of people, and what a cute little couple this Mandalorian and Grogu make, and it'll be a lot of fun and fun adventures to watch what they get through here. So I slotted Mandalorian and Grogu at number 5.
Jordan?
Hey, I like Star Wars too. That's where I put it, number 5. Yeah. How are we even doubting a Star Wars movie at the box office? Like, that is a crazy place for this world to be, but that's where we are. Has its moment passed a little bit? Yeah, Baby Yoda was the hottest thing for a couple years, but are we getting it too late? Maybe. There's a segment of people who don't like Pedro Pascal and his way he is, the things he says, and the politics that he shares. So I can see people griping about that. Who knows? But again, Star Wars is the brand for summer box office. Like, I can't imagine it tanking in any way. But yeah, I have it halfway down the list just because I don't know where it's going to land. So let's hope it's great. Let's hope it's amazing.
All right, I'm going to go with my number 5 here. This was the one I was like the least confident in its placement. I don't know what to make of it. It could be bonkers, or it could totally be too highbrow, I guess, for the masses, and it's gotten some rough response from the online community. So I don't know what to make of it, but all I know is those IMAX theaters sold right out a year in advance for the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. So I put that at 5.
Tell me what you remember.
A wife? A son.
And then what?
We won the war. Help me go home.
household, waiting for master. I want you to choose me.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
What would he do? He came back here and find all these suitors in his house.
You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know, like some sniveling bastard.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Bringing vengeance.
Bringing it all.
I need everyone at this party dead. I can still save them.
You're a man who needs to control his fate. But you cannot control this. That world is gone.
No one could stand between me and home. Not even the gods.
Keep us free!
I think it's asleep.
A year in advance?
A year in advance, they sold out every IMAX screening.
I would have liked to have seen that link, sir, before I made my picks.
But that doesn't mean anything.
That was part of the code. You didn't get to see
that.
that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That doesn't mean anything because that's all the people like me, and there's not that many of us. So, Jared, it's like looking in a mirror.
Yeah, I thought
we have
for sure this is
list.
where I was going to diverge from probably Jordan and Seth, but Seth and I had the same thought. So yeah, I went with Odyssey at number 5. It's star-studded, it's epic. Like you said, a lot of chatter about it, not all positive. From the weirder corners of the internet, there's a lot of negative chatter about it because, there's different colored people in it, and people don't like that.
A lot of people in it.
But my gosh, that cast is crazy. And I just go back to freaking Oppenheimer made so much money, and like it was a great
that
movie.
was Barbenheimer though.
I guess, but I'm like, it's weird that movie made so much money about a scientist. This movie is, slicing up and fighting monsters. It's like this movie could and maybe should make way more than that. So yeah, I think it's got a chance to be really huge. I went with Odyssey on my number 5 as well.
Well, let's hope that Jared cracked the code because he has the same list as me so far. Cliff, you're number 5.
Number 5. Guys, it's an Odyssey party at number 5.
Hey,
wowzers.
Yeah. I have to agree. I think, I think most years there's some sort of actiony adult, maybe adventure type movie that strikes a nerve and people were tired of seeing. I took my damn kids to see all these freaking family and animated movies and whatnot. Now I'm going.
There isn't much
see what I want to see.
You're totally right. There is a lot of family stuff this year.
Yeah.
As much as ever. I've never seen this many kids movies for a summer. Yeah. So
well, I think the studios are listening to this podcast and they took notes and they've started to try and figure out the code too themselves. So
they saw me hit like Everything Dead one last year. They know what's up.
Right.
Okay, so going into number 6, I'll go first and say that this is where I put the Grogu. I think it's Star Wars. People are gonna go see it. I'm hoping that it can't quite catch Odyssey, but I think this is a good place for Star Wars right here.
I really
I'm hearing it is just like a few Mandalorian episodes pushed together.
Put together. But, I mean, with that May
whatever
May
on
22nd release, though, I mean, I'm saying, like,
yeah, but you're overestimating how long that's going to be in theaters. There's a lot of kids movies coming out after that are just going to be taking up all kinds of theaters,
but not for like several weeks.
Okay,
that's my theory.
Hey, I just don't know that people are going to watch this more than once. I hope it does this good, exactly this good. So, Cliff, what do you have then? At number 6.
Number 6, I have Minions and Monsters.
So the rest of us find frighteningly low.
Well, to touch on what I was just saying, I think something doesn't do as well, and I think, I don't know, just my family, we would go
There's something about this movie that's turning me off. I'm not a Minions guy anyway, but it's an old Hollywood thing. Like, I think probably would enjoy it more than other ones, but the trailer is not like, if I was a kid, it would not be screaming at me. Like,
I would agree. And I would also say, like, from my family perspective, we would put our money to, like, Minions versus Toy Story. We're going to go see Toy Story every time, right? Minions versus Spider-Man. We're going to go see Spider-Man. Minions versus Moana. Even though we have Moana at home, we're probably going to go see, maybe not Carly, but we're going to go see the Disney movie, that type of thing. So I don't know.
I get the drift there. All right. Jordan.
6 is where I put the Odyssey.
Oh, that makes me feel good.
So doing this is difficult, in April, where we don't know much about, like, sometimes the trailers aren't out yet, but we got a poster and a release date and a cast and whatever. But, like, so I don't know. I have no idea what this movie, I had the same doubts of, like, is it going to feel like homework? Is it going to feel like, classical literature? Who wants to see that on the big screen? And these big, every time they make a Robin Hood movie or one of these big fantasy movies, what was that called? The Harryhausen movie they remade. Like, they spent a bunch of money and a bunch of bad CGI, and then nobody cares. So that could happen with this, but I think it has a pedigree. I think there's still something to be said for movie stars. I think people still like seeing big stars on the big screen. So I think it could edge past all the doubts and the reasons why it could fail and actually be a big success. So let's find out.
Yeah. Or we're all wrong, and like you said, it's a Clash of the Titans remake. So
Clash of the Titans, there we go.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds great. Jesse, what do you have at number 6? That made me fall out of my chair.
Well, so Cliff and I actually have both our number 2 and number 6 movies swapped. I have Spider-Man Brand New Day at number 6. And I will defend that positioning by saying that I watched the trailer and it did not make me excited to go see a Spider-Man movie. I feel like this is going to be a darker type of a film, and I feel like there's going to be a lot that has to go on in this movie in order for there to be a resolution. And I don't know if at the end of this thing, we're actually going to get, like, the continuation of what, of the end of this into another film. And I think that's going to leave a lot of bad taste in people's mouths. They may be able to wrap this up, but I know, like, my understanding is they're going for this whole man spider thing, and none of this stuff sounds interesting to me at all as far as Spider-Man goes. I don't know why. I am a Spider-Man fan. Before I came down here, we watched the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man because my son is making his way through all of the Marvel movies and he wants to get to No Way Home. but I told him he has to go through all 3 Spider-Men and both Amazing Spider-Man before he
then wait 20 years.
And get in there. But I've got it lower, and I think also, I'm trying to justify like Mandalorian and Grogu, make it just a little bit more. So we'll see. You guys obviously have a lot of faith in this film. I don't.
Yeah, Tom Holland and Zendaya are in
Zendaya.
Yeah, they're pretty hot.
Pretty hot right now.
Also, both of
and
the
that
Odyssey,
last movie made a buttload of money.
No Way Home, though.
No, I know that's the whole Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield effect, all of that, and the culmination of the trilogy. I get that. This is not going to make that in my mind, but
it ain't going to be number
6.
It's
still the next movie in that franchise. Still the next movie after a movie that made a bunch of money that everybody saw.
It's going to be Spider-Man Groundhog Day.
And the Punisher is in this too, and
I don't give a shit about that. But this looks good to me.
I don't give a shit about that. All right, then.
I do not like his Punisher. I just
do not like Bernthal's Punisher.
No, I just watched. I made it halfway through this episode.
Jesse's done. He's out.
It's just like he's just so over the top, and it's so just not. That's not That's not my Punisher. All right,
Jesse. I watched last night. I watched that new Punisher special on Disney.
That seemed like the least Cliff thing I've ever seen.
You know what? I liked it. I liked it.
You
Good.
did?
I'm glad.
Okay. All right.
That's because it had Who's the Boss in it. It had Mona.
It did not have Mona in it.
No, but that we would agree. That's just what we would say. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first thing when she rolled that window down. I'm like, Mona.
All right, Jared. We're gonna have the same list forever.
No longer.
No longer.
Diverge here at number 6. So I've got a movie that we have not discussed yet at number 6. So a new movie to the party here. This one started off, I think I was gonna have it, at the bottom of the list sort of thing, and it kind of just kept moving up my list a little bit. And part of it was I was seeing a few articles about how much money they thought this thing was going to make in its opening weekend, which already happened. This is one of the few movies that's already open.
Yeah.
I've got Devil Wears Prada 2, which I think has already made
157 million.
Yeah, some very large number already. So it may fall off the planet Earth and not end up making it up this high, but they had very big expectations for this one. So I've got Devil Wears Prada at number 6.
Runway. It's not just a magazine. It's a global icon. A winding road that brings us back together again.
Hello?
Well, look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Sorry. Who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
I'm Andy Sachs. Andrea?
She was one of the Emilys.
One of the what?
Am I having a hallucination? Hi, Emily.
You also know her?
We were at Runway at the same time, Miranda.
Really? Where was I?
Where would you like to start?
I am the new features editor at Runway.
No, you are not.
Yeah, we are all so thrilled.
You know what's funny is you've changed. You have. You're much more confident. Kept those eyebrows, though, didn't you?
Bold.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're looking pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, like...
It opened big, so.
It did.
Right.
It did.
I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't have it that high, but it's in there. All right, we're up to number 7. What's your 7 then?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got it lower than the rest of you. This is where I have Mandalorian and Grogu. So not a couple of you. One had it at 6, a couple at 5. Yeah. So not too crazy, but yeah, same thing. Again, if this movie had come out 4 years ago, I feel like it would be a lot higher on the list. You know, if it had come out after that, season 1 of the show or something.
Oh yeah, it could have been
the biggest thing
1.
in the world. Yeah, but I just feel like its moment has passed. I don't know that the enthusiasm. Now, again, it's a Star Wars movie, like I said, so it could roll out. It could be the worst thing ever, but it could roll out of bed and make probably $200 million. But I just don't feel the. Maybe it's just coming from internally. I don't feel the enthusiasm for it. So yeah, just had it a little bit lower than you guys had it at number 7.
Jordan, what's your number 7?
A new movie for the list, so I got this highest apparently for now. This is where I put Supergirl.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find your people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Clark. I have no people.
I'll miss wherever you are, buddy.
Crypto and I at least had each other. Honestly, I thought we were lucky. But luck, almost by definition, runs out.
What can I do?
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person. He has 3 days.
You cannot give up on me.
It's the crime of the Yellow Hills. He murdered my innocent family.
Just do what I say. And don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well for you guys.
Stop. You're hurting my head.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry. A lot of pain, huh? A lot of suffering.
There's no home without you, buddy.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
DC superhero blockbuster. Yeah, that should be a sure bet, you'd think. Superman.
Got a girl in it.
Huge. She had a good cameo, so we've introduced the character. She should be primed to take over. The comic it's based on is great, so I already know it's going to have a good story to it. It's got James Gunn's magic wand behind it, so yeah, it should be a big superhero moneymaker, right? Let's hope. There's always some doubt from the suits about a female-led superhero movie. It was pulling teeth to get a Black Widow movie or I can't name another one.
Captain Marvel.
Part of the problem.
Captain
Marvel, yeah. So yeah, the track record of trusting these movies to be big tentpole superhero summer movies hasn't been great, so let's hope this one's high on the list. They're at least number 7.
Cliff?
Yeah, Supergirl, number 7. I had this higher up quite a few times in my revisions, simply because this is the sequel to Superman last year. It's only been a year since Superman, that was highly successful, has done great on HBO and streaming. I have rewatched it myself several times. My daughter absolutely loved it, and we had a great time at the theater watching Superman. And I totally agree. I think it's going to be a great story. Jason Momoa in the role he should have played in DC the entire time as Lobo. Crypto was, say what you will, but Crypto, won the hearts of millions out there in that Superman movie, and people are gonna, remember that, and they're gonna want to see, what happens. I think it could do better than this. It could catch an audience and word of mouth, and people be like, yeah, DC's back. And the Superman stuff with James Gunn is all great, and we love it, and we're going to go see it again. So I've got it at 7, because I think that is, I'm with Jordan. I think that's a realistic, ending to the summer where it's going to land. I just think there's, the family movies are going to take over. Not that this isn't, but, Spider-Man, superhero, and then Supergirl.
My heart wanted to put it a little higher, but 7 just felt a little more realistic.
I also have it at 7. It looks annoying to me. It looks like Guardians, I like Guardians, but it's very Gunn. It's like, not that I don't mean these as bad things, but it's like I feel it. The trailer I do not like the trailer, and it's like I don't know. They didn't go do Superman numbers, so I like it at 7. Jesse, that leaves you at 7. What do you have at your 7 spot?
My goodness, you guys.
You guys
choosing these chick flicks, Devil Wears Prada 2 and Supergirl. Nobody chose He-Man and Masters of the Universe.
Wow.
Yet.
Higher than Cliff.
Yeah. My golly. Masters of the Universe, number 7.
I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you. Even though I was stuck light years away on Earth, I never stopped trying to get back home.
Everything changed since you left.
It's all gone. Skeletor took my family. And he destroyed our world. It's all my fault. I know how it feels to fail. Take the sword. And when you fall, that's your chance to stand tall. This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it. But I can't do it without you.
Somebody wants to brawl.
I need every man, woman, or whatever that is.
You may have the power, but you're too scared to use it.
Trust me, I know how to use it.
You tell everyone that you're from another planet. It just makes you sound a little very crazy.
I really kind of struggled again, and the bottom half of this list, I'm just like, what is going to make more money? I'm really hoping Masters of the Universe. I'll tell you, a lot of times it came down to maybe release dates and where the film fell as far as like who's going to be out of school or what the holiday's going to be or something like that. So anyway, I went with Masters of the Universe. It could honestly be a toss up. But I do understand the strength of, Supergirl. I just didn't have it up there.
That's the best excuse I've ever heard. I just don't have it.
I just
don't have it up there.
I looked at my list. It wasn't there.
It wasn't there. Not putting it there.
Cliff, what do you have it? You're number 8.
Oh my goodness. Masters of the Universe. Look, guys, I had this thing. This is my most anticipated movie of the year. I love.
It's hard to distance yourself.
It is.
It's hard to be analytical.
It really is. I had
when
this
you're rooting,
thing,
you're a fan.
I had it as high as 4 at one point because, like, my excitement for this movie is bursting at this point. Like, I wish they would quit showing me stuff. Like, I'm like, no.
You don't have to look.
It's impossible. Like, it's all over every social. It's either that or no social media.
I just don't look.
You don't look at social, like your Facebook. You don't see it.
I don't watch the trailers or anything.
I'm not watching trailers, but there's featurettes and there's stills and
there's featurettes. I don't watch featurettes.
Well, I haven't
don't
either.
click on the featurettes.
Camila Mendez tied me to a chair and forced me to watch a featurette.
No more featurettes, please.
It's nuts.
Monica Posh had her featurettes in your face.
Just the merchandising alone, the popcorn buckets, the all the different toy
What is
lines,
the He-Man popcorn bucket?
Oh, which one?
What's a sword? A sword or a castle or whatever.
You want to talk about the power sword sipper?
No, he sent a freaking note about
There's
it.
the power sword sipper. There's the castle Grayskull.
The sipper.
Yeah, the sipper.
The sipper.
There's the Skeletor head. There's the Skeletor and He-Man approaching him on the throne. What isn't there out there currently? I
know you're being bombarded, approached by featurettes when you're on the throne.
Oh my God, it's something. I'm having my own battle against the.
I would say this is a difficult movie to call. Like this is another one of the more tough movies to place. Jared, what do you have at number 8?
Yeah, I'll continue on here. So I think I'm the youngest one here. So I was a little bit young. We had the toys, right? So I certainly played with the toys when I was little, but I don't have a great memory of like the cartoon and stuff. I was more of I'm a turtle boy, as I like to say. But yeah, this is where I have Masters of the Universe. So even without that, a ton of nostalgia. I think I mentioned on this podcast before that the original movie with Dolph Lundgren scared me more than any other movie as a child. The Beast Man in that movie, it just absolutely terrified me. So even with childhood trauma and I watched the trailer of this and I thought, man, that could be fun. Like, it just looked fun to me. Like, and I'm like, I can see the people,
Totally
the Cliffs of the world, seeing that and being like, hell yeah, like that's what I'm looking for. It just looked like a fun nostalgia trip that's just gonna check all the boxes that those guys want to see. So
those guys, those Cliffs.
All the Cliffs out there.
You're damn right.
Yeah, but
I'm just imagining like army of Cliffs.
Just Gen X unite for this movie.
But yeah, I do feel like
how many movies did you see last year in the theater, Cliff?
4.
All right. Okay.
This year will be 4, but it'll be all He-Man. It'll be 4 times.
Right. I'm gonna see this one 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it getting terrible reviews and bombing, but I could also see it being just the movie that is like, man, that was fun. Like a ton of people go see it. So yeah, this is where I have He-Man.
Okay, Jesse, I'll let you go here. What's your number 8?
So I went with, this feels like it's going to be a little bit outside the box. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really curious if this is going to show up on any of you guys' list. I went with Scary Movie, and strictly based on nostalgia.
Shit.
Back again.
My God, he stabbed her! Not her! My pronouns are they, them. He stabbed them!
We back.
There's a serial killer on the loose.
Hello, Tuesday.
I have been preparing for this for years.
Hello, Mother. You look like shit.
Should we hug? I really want to, but I'm a Republican now, so I'm supposed to be racist.
Oh, girl, I think all white people are racist anyway. Come here.
Okay. Oh.
Hey there. We heard tell of a Halloween party. We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half gay shit.
Why just half gay?
Sink. Stop smiling!
Run, bitch, run!
Mom, Santa gave me a severed arm.
Be sure to thank him.
What the?
Controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
Somebody help! Help!
Bitch, we on break. So you handle yours. I'll be right over here eating my falafel and my pork rinds. Bitch.
I think a lot of people have been wanting this franchise to come back, and it's going to land.
It's a matter of fact.
It's going to land on a list.
It's going to land.
It's going to land on a list. It's going to land, but I feel like has there been a little bit of controversy that's surrounded it here recently? I can't remember. I thought I saw a featurette on it, but anyway, but anyway, so scary. I'm going to go with Scary Movie at number 8. So I can't wait to see if this ends up on any of you guys' list, because this almost feels like this could have landed in dark horse territory for me. So
this is ScaryMovie 6. Is that
6? Yeah, but they're just calling it Scary Movie.
They're just calling it Scary Movie.
Oh, okay.
Jordan, what do you got at number 8?
I agree with Jesse. I had Scary Movie at number 8.
All right.
And this was difficult for me because this one's not on my radar. I don't like these movies. I'm not a fan of that type of parody, if you want to call it a parody, where they just sort of reference things. But our game shows now are looking at screens and naming what's on them. So that's the level we're at now. Like, here's a thing we are all familiar with. That's hilarious. So I apologize to any Scary Movie fans, but it's just not my bag. But I think there's a lot of them out there. I hope they're not listening, but I think it's going to make a lot of money. And I've had people say that trailer hit the right note of we can say, we're not being politically correct, and like there are people who are like, we're going to tell jokes that we shouldn't be allowed to tell. So there's this like enthusiasm for that, and that getting away with something and going back to something that we used to be able to make jokes, and like we're going to go back to that. So I think there's a groundswell for that, and Lord help us, but it's going to make a lot of money.
Well, it's been a long time since they've been doing this, so there's all these modern horror movies that they get to make fun of.
Yeah, that's true. I
think that's a lot of fodder there. I think it will do pretty good. The only thing I had beating it out at my number 8 was Devil Wears Prada. I feel good about that. I'm liking Prada's numbers here, and then on the turn here, going into number 9. 9 is where I have Scary Movie. So I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it makes the top 10. I think there's going to be a lot of money made, but I think there's room for some comedy in there. Some people, that the young demographic, the teens and 20-year-olds are going to the movies. I see them there all the freaking time. They are there. They like to go to the movies. So I think this is one of the ones they're definitely going to hit this summer. So at number 9, Cliff, what do you have?
This is where I stuck The Devil Wears Prada 2. Yeah. My wife has already went and saw it. Seth, I think you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, she was, and a couple of her friends went, and this was their most anticipated movie of the summer. Like, they were hyped for it. I've seen the first movie a million bajillion times. I have seen it once recently before my wife went and saw 2, and then she made me watch it again after she saw 2. So yeah.
I watched it recently before I went and saw this because I had not seen it in 20 years, and it's not really that good. I don't know what all the buzz is about. Like, nothing happens in that movie, and it's half about her following some guy. It's too really focused on her stupid boyfriend, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not that great. The second one, though, this new movie, though, they actually managed to use the old characters and have a modern plot, that had to do with modern day issues in journalism and things. So it was not a bad movie. Pretty good. That's probably why it's doing pretty good. Okay, so Jesse, what'd you have here at number 9?
So this is where I put Supergirl. Yeah, I got her at number 9, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you guys were talking about the trailer. I wasn't really impressed with the trailer either when I saw it. I will say that last night we actually discussed Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which I think this film is based on. So I had the opportunity to read that over the past week, and I don't know how much they're pulling from the book and putting it here, because just from the trailer, I mean, she's out in space, which is pretty much what's happening. Yes, that's where the book starts pretty much. But the story, the book is great. Like the 8-issue Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow was a fantastic read. Tom King did a great job. But if you're going to one-to-one adapt that, which I don't think that's going to happen, it's not a very funny story. It's not going to be, heartwarming. Well, let me try that again. The story and the book, there was a message, and it was portrayed great, but it was not a very fun story. We'll just put it that way. This was got Lobo in it. I mean, right? Jason Momoa as Lobo. I think that's been like Wizard probably cast him before they went out of publication and casting call,
because he was 17 years old.
Yeah, they're like, this guy's going to be Lobo someday. But yeah, anyway, Supergirl, number 9.
That is my wondering as well, of like, is this kind of a darker take more tragic, violent story, and like they didn't know how to sell that in a trailer, so they pulled out the 3 funny parts and stuck them in a weird trailer.
That's the vibe I got. Like,
I wonder.
I'm hoping that the
grit.
trailer was just all they had for a trailer.
Yeah, Tom King just ripped off True Grit, set it in space, but it works. So we'll see if you can't make a good movie out of True Grit. I don't know. You fail.
Jared?
My number 9 is also Supergirl, so I'm right with Cliff on this one. Yeah, I think last year my hot take was I had Superman lower than you guys, and I was wrong. So here I am again with Supergirl lower than most of you, so may be wrong again. Yeah, I like the Superman movie fine. This one I don't know. This one isn't really doing anything for me. I'm not hearing much buzz in my world for it, but yeah, I mean, there's enough goodwill built from that Superman movie because a lot of people liked it. I think it'll do okay, but yeah, I had it at 9.
All right. Now we're at our number 10. I will say that we all have a different movie.
Jordan didn't do his number 9.
All right, go ahead. I apologize.
Yeah, this one was my most difficult to place. Again, because I don't think I'd seen anything about it beforehand. Maybe a little teaser, but this is where I put Disclosure Day. As Jesse said, a summer Spielberg alien. Yeah, that should be a slam dunk. But is it a weird conspiracy talky kind of movie? Is it a big Independence Day blow up stuff movie? I still don't know for sure. I don't think
he has done what no other people are doing with their trailers. He did not show anything from the third act, is what I'm hearing. And nobody does that nowadays. They just show you the whole plot. They're like, we're showing you everything. And he is not doing that, so we don't really know what trailer again. And this is like we're saying about the Odyssey. This is maybe the other adult movie that isn't horror. That you might get the masses, the moms and dads out there to go see a movie this summer.
I don't know if Spielberg is still the selling point that he used to be with younger folks, but 9 could, at the end of the summer, that could seem crazy, or it could. I could be way too high. I don't know. This was the one I have the least faith in.
All right. Our number 10s are all different. Jared, what's your number 10?
Yeah, so
you can get 13 points. You nail this one.
I was happy with this pick, and I thought, man, I can defend this one at number 10. But you guys had it at 8 and 9. You were ahead of me, so this is where I had Scary Movie. Again, I probably saw the first one way back in the day. I don't think I've seen any subsequent ones, so I kind of had to go back and kind of do a little research to figure out what this one even was. But yeah, this one is like all the Wayans brothers are back and involved, which they were not with the previous 2 or 3 or whatever. And Anna Faris is back and starring, which she was not in the last couple. So this really is a nostalgia grab for those original ones from back in the day that people love. And yeah, I think this is people love this franchise. So yeah, I agree with you guys. This is where I had Scary Movie at 10.
Jordan?
10, again, that's basically a toss-up. Who knows? But I threw in Mortal Kombat 2.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went out in the 90s.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
You dickheads in or what?
I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
There's a war going on outside. You could run, but you can't hide forever, ever.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Get over here!
Only the strong survive.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any powers?
Just incredibly handsome.
Big action extravaganza. I thought, now, did the first one bomb? I couldn't remember, but it was one of those ones that came out day and date in the theater and streaming during the pandemic. So it didn't make any money, but no one was going to the theater at that point. So I remember watching it and thinking that was better than it had any right to be. So I feel like in the interim years, it's kind of grown on people's estimation. So it's already come out. So I haven't even looked it up if it actually has made any money, but that's
48 million.
Yeah, it had a good opening. Yeah.
Carl Urban, Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I want to check it out.
Jesse.
Okay, for my number 10, I went with a movie that I probably would have had no idea what it was about if I didn't have kids. And that is Backrooms.
Oh, yeah.
It's everywhere.
I found something. In the store.
Okay. What did you find?
The place. I found a place.
Hello?
आपको खुशामदीद कहते हैं.
Anyone there? Look, I know how this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here with proof. All right, you feel me? Yeah. Follow my lead.
Clark, what is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've been here every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
Oh my God. Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up! What do you see?
All these rooms. This place built something.
It's like a maze, it just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me?
I don't understand. What is this?
It's beautiful. Am I right?
Hello?
I think probably about a year or so ago, my son was like, heavy into watching the whole playlist of all the backroom videos on YouTube. So I knew a little bit about what it was going to be, but I had no idea A24 was doing this, and that really made me excited. Watched the trailer again tonight. It's just I cannot pronounce his name. Our main actor,
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
what a great actor. I love
I thought you were going to say, what a great pronunciation.
You did a fantastic job, Seth.
You did great.
Do it again. I remember, I think it was him in the Serenity movie. And I think he played the villain in that. That was the first time I've ever seen him, and I just absolutely loved what he did there. So I am excited because this will probably be one of the first movies I get to take my 12-year-old to go see when this comes out. And I think this is rated R, so it might be pushing things a little bit, but I don't think there's going to be too much sex in back rooms. I'm hoping not anyway, although that happens quite often. Anyway, so I went down a path.
So I saw that trailer and thought, wow, what an original idea. Am I dumb? It's based on something?
Yeah, you're dumb.
Yeah, yeah, you're dumb. There is I think the playlist Colton was showing me tonight is 4 years old. That all these like
a creepy pasta origin and YouTube videos. It's a whole online lore.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm hoping it does well. I mean, I think it's definitely got a buzz behind it, and I'm curious. I like these type of movies. So, and I don't think I have any other horror movies in my top 10. And I know that every once in a while, I feel like there was one last year that kind of snuck in there.
Weapons.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that Backrooms, by the way, just destroys the Odyssey. Let's just see what happens.
Wow. Sure. Cliff, 10.
10. So yeah, Jesse, I at one point I had the Backrooms at number 10 too for a while. I really wrestled with that because I was like, okay, like there's some Gen Z buzz here happening, you know. So
how many featurettes?
Well, I was just gonna say some Gen buzz. But yeah, but in the end, I was like, Weapons, is this going to be the new Weapons? I don't know. But I do think there is a horror movie in there, and I am no expert in any way in any type of horror movie. So, I just took a shot in the dark and I went with Evil Dead Burn.
All right, you ready?
Thank you, Joseph. That was beautiful.
No. That's Will's seat. Where's the wedding ring?
Alice, you were his wife. Why aren't you wearing it? I'm not sure.
Did you sell it?
No, of course not.
You get a good price.
I really think we should do this another time.
No, now's the best time.
Will's looking down on us from above.
From above. He's down below.
William, my sweet boy. I would give anything for us to be together again.
My grandfather believed the devil would return if anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
Cool down. The whole family can be reunited.
Cheers to your perfect family.
That's a solid pick, in my opinion.
I happened to see the trailer for I don't know, last week we went and saw Hokum, Alicia and I did, and they ran this trailer, and it was pretty intense, and I was like, okay, I'm glad I picked it. I could totally see people getting excited on just the thrill of it, all the things are happening in the trailer, and yet you don't know what any of it is. It's just terrifying. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Evil Dead Burn, shot in the dark, gotta be number 10 horror movie.
Hokum, is that one of those European films?
Oh
no,
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott. Yeah,
well, I was just gonna say you'd be watching it at your house if it was, right?
Right, exactly. We do watch the European stuff.
That's a long way to get there. All right, whatever.
My number 10, this is where I put Spielberg. I didn't want to not have him in there in the top 10. I feel like surely he can scratch and claw his way in there. So that's where I have Disclosure Day. All right, those are our top 10s. Not a lot of big differences. It's going to be all in the margins. So these dark horses could come into play big time. So, Jared, what are your 3 dark horses that you might pick up a spare point for?
Sure. So, yeah, this kind of makes sense because these are all 3 ones that we kind of talked about at the bottom of some of your guys' lists that just didn't quite
feel good.
Make the top of my list. Yeah. So, I had Mortal Kombat 2 as one of my dark horses here. Again, it's opened pretty strong. That looked like a fun trailer, and there's a lot of folks out there with nostalgia for that franchise and love those movies. So, yeah, hopefully that one can keep raking in some bucks. This is also where I ended up putting Disclosure Day. When I started this list, I was like, Spielberg, Aliens, top 10. Don't even think about it. And, but I just kind of kept falling. And I watched the trailer again. And like you said, maybe it was the fact that they're being a little sneaky with the trailer, but I'm like, the trailer didn't do anything for me. I was like, I don't know what exactly this is, and I just thought maybe that trailer wasn't
the clicking. I'm getting sick of Emily Blunt in everything I watch.
Right. So anyway, but again, still, like you said, it's Spielberg. It's kind of a more of a grown-up maybe movie for folks, so I had it there.
Yeah.
Now, my third one, I'm pretty disappointed because I thought for sure I was going to be the only one who had this. And I was like, this is going to be the totally out of left field. But Jesse's got kids around my kid's age, so I had Backrooms as my dark horse as well. Again, this is just, I saw that, I was like, oh, I remember my kids talking about playing weird backroom games online and watching weird backroom, YouTube videos. Which, if you remember a couple years ago, the way I got into this whole thing was I called that Minecraft movie was going to make a bunch of money.
I know. Hello,
kids.
And
you guys.
I know the kids.
Yeah, you laughed at me and said, "Who cares about Minecraft?" And I said, "I'll tell you, I've got like."
That's not how it went down. We went over this last time.
I've got kids who watch YouTube videos all the time about Minecraft. So. Same thought process for Backrooms.
And then the whole restaurant clapped for you.
They did. So anyway, Backrooms is just something that's in the consciousness of all these, Gen Z and Gen Alpha kids. So, if it's halfway good, I could see it making some money, maybe sneaking in there. So that was my third dark horse candidate.
Jordan,
I am out of touch, even more than I thought. So this is what I spent the most time on. Like I said, my top 10 filled up fast because it was like the first 10 movies I picked. Then I spent forever looking at all these horror movies because I knew one of these is going to click, and there was no way to pick. I said the Hokum, or the one about the guy getting the love spell on the girl, or there's 10 other ones of kind of low budget, a star that's maybe been in a TV show. They're not huge A-list stars. And one of them's going to click, and we don't have any way to, or at least I don't have any way to guess. So I didn't even try to pick a horror movie on this. So I went way into left field. I literally just had nothing left. I had like that Animal Farm cartoon and like maybe one other thing on my list. Like none of these are going to make money. Wow. So I just went complete stab in the dark with Young Washington.
Oh.
Coming out July 4th weekend about a studly young George Washington from that Angel Studios, the very, rah-rah America movie studio. We might catch that, was it sesquicentennial fever this summer in July, our 250th anniversary. Maybe a wave of
that's what they're calling it. It rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah. I've seen that feature.
So let's all get out there and see Young Washington. I just needed a fill of space. The other one I put here was Devil Wears Prada 2. I just didn't think this was going to click because I thought Freaky Friday was going to be huge. A female-led sequel way past the original that people had a great nostalgia for and nobody cared. So I thought, well, if they didn't care about that, why would they care about this one? I was totally wrong. People are definitely seeing this movie. So at least I have it as a wild card. Maybe I'll squeak 1 point out of it. And then my last one, apologies to all the Cliffs out there, but I think Masters of the Universe is going to bomb hard. I just don't think the masses are there for it. Everyone in my orbit is excited. People are talking about this movie to me more than any other movie this summer. My world is full of Cliffs.
Yeah.
But I just don't think the world at large is there. So I don't think it's going to make much money, but it might make enough to squeeze in. So I left it as a wild card just to hedge that bet. I'm betting against it. I'm sorry, but what do you like? You short a stock? Like I'm betting the blue chip He-Man stock is not going to make it. So those are my three. Young Washington, Devil Wears Prada, Masters of the Universe.
All right, Jesse.
Okay. So my first one I'll list here is Evil Dead Burn. I was flipping that back and forth with Backrooms. I think Backrooms is just going to edge it out and hit that top 10, but I went with Evil Dead Burn, so that's going to be my first one I'll list. I'll read you the description for the second one. After Acme products fail him one too many times in his dogged pursuit of Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote decides to hire a billboard lawyer to sue the Acme Corporation. So I went with Coyote versus Acme, and just like Jordan was talking about, I was looking for things. I was like, okay, I am out of things to pick. The Odyssey, whatever. Devil Wears Prada, what happens in that movie? I never watched the first one. So I went with a movie, I think it stars Ewan McGregor. It's coming out August 14th. It's called End of Oak Street, and I'll read the overview here. It says, a mysterious cosmic event rips Oak Street from suburbia and transports a neighborhood to someplace unknown. The Platt family soon discovers that their very survival depends on sticking together as they navigate their now unrecognizable surroundings. Sounds fun. Sounds like a good time to me.
I saw a trailer. I don't know if it's confirmed or implied that it's a dinosaur movie. Like they have to fight dinosaurs. Which dude. I was like, yeah, awesome.
All right. Like this summer blockbuster season is curiously lacking dinosaurs. I don't think there's any in here. So
that turtle boy is also a dinosaur.
I had that one on my list as
Did you?
Okay. As a maybe. It didn't end up making it, but yeah, I had that one written down. It looked cool to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping it comes through. So I mean, it's a late release too, because I mean that's what was really bothering me. Some of these things were just getting so late in the season and so close to when we're ending things. I wanted it to make some money, but I'm hoping here. So there you go. And I'm Coyote versus Acme. That thing had been on the shelf and been pulled. Well, actually, it had been pulled and nobody was expecting it to air or be
because they don't think it's gonna make any money.
I don't know if it was that. Like the guy, I think they were pulling it to do like write-offs or something.
Yeah, and
but
they don't think it's
you would know.
money.
Okay? Well, it's a dark horse, Seth. That's why I don't have it in my top 10.
I got you. I went and saw that one.
Last year.
The Earth blew up or whatever.
Yeah.
I went and saw it.
Okay.
I'll see this.
I have an apology and a correction. Sesquicentennial is 150 years.
I was going to say, I didn't want to correct you.
We are coming up on the semi-quincentennial.
Says what it is.
Yep.
Young Washington.
That'll be the only
summer
time I ever hear
hashtag
that.
Summer of Young Washington.
Yeah.
Summer of Young Washington.
All right, Cliff.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, dark horses. I got to pick 3 of them. Had to pick 3 of them. First one. I've already seen this movie. I was super excited about it. I thought the trailer was wonderful, and it turns out I really enjoyed the movie. And that was The Sheep Detectives.
Dicks.
Yeah, so it's a sheep whodunit. It's got Hugh Jackman in it. It's a family movie. It's got some CGI sheep in there, and it was super cute and made me feel a lot more emotion than I ever expected seeing a movie called The Sheep Detectives. So I went with that.
Made $20 million.
I was going to say, I've heard that it was pretty good.
There you go.
I'm banking that, word of mouth and a good trailer goes a long way. After that, I had Disclosure Day, Process of Elimination for me. I was kind of looking at Spielberg's numbers in the last few things he's done, and I mean, they're going down. So
what was the last thing that he did?
It was that musical, I think.
West Side Story.
Yeah, West Side Story. So
not okay, yeah. Not my bag. I'll just put that way. So
sure. So anyways, I watched that trailer, and like Jared said, I got nothing from it. I was just like, I don't think this is gonna do much. I do, and I respect that there's an older grouping of people that see Spielberg and they're like, yeah, I'm all in. I would have been that way for a long time, but not so much anymore, I guess. After that,
I hope it's E.T. at the end. Like, I hope that's who shows up.
I come out of there crying.
Swarm of ETs, and they're all wearing clothes.
Oh man,
we realized he was a freak.
I've wanted an ET 2 forever. I mean, come on, why don't we have a sequel? Oh, that would be why they're keeping the third act under wraps.
You know,
the twist is they're like, oh, ETs, and they just zap somebody's head off. They're like, give us the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, that's what the clicking is.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I think we mentioned this a really long time ago on this podcast, but I have no love for ET at all. It is
really
no, thank you.
Bite. Maybe I do recall a little bit of that because I feel like we've had a little bit of a discussion.
Yeah.
Right.
So, anyways, my last one, Mortal Kombat 2, seems like it came out to a pretty good opening. I wasn't too sure, it's a video game movie. Wasn't too sure if anybody kids were gonna show up to see it, or people my age that have been playing that game for 30 years or whatever now. But it looks like somebody did. So cross my fingers. If I need a point, this'll do it for me.
At least me. My dark horses are Mortal Kombat 2. I don't feel good about. I don't feel like that's going to make enough money to be in the top 10. Motu, that could definitely be in the top 10. Like, I do not know what that movie is going to do, but I couldn't put it there. And I also was looking at horror movies. Like, I'm going to go see that Obsession tomorrow that people are buzzing that it's really good, but I don't think it's going to make money. Backrooms, I think, has the best chance to make money. I've got tickets to that already. And Evil Dead always does better than I think it should. So I don't know about that. I went with Jackass, best and last.
Oh wow.
It's a late release, isn't it?
June.
Oh, I thought it was like end of August for some reason.
It's June.
Okay.
It's June.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I don't know what it's going to do. It's never done terrible. It's always made at least 50 million. So it's been a while. So we'll see what happens. Not a while. Yeah, it's been 4 years. I don't know. But that was COVID times too. So we will see. Again, I think that there is an audience out there that is I guess technically that would be our age for Jackass stuff, but I think a younger crowd is going to go see Scary Movie and hopefully Jackass. Take a shot. Probably won't make the top 10 either. I think my top 10 is going to be the top 10. That's what I want. So like I said, very similar lists.
Yeah, I think we're all going to be within about 5 points of each other.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of checking my math this year.
We might have to watch 2 movies. We might tie and have to watch 2 movies.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely this year it's going to be one in those picks probably 7 to 10. That's where we split a little bit. So that just, the math says it's going to be at the bottom, that whoever gets that right is probably going to come out on top.
I've definitely got some regret. So we'll see. We'll see how things go.
You could be right though, and you're just going to trounce us. So
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't feel too bad, Jesse. I don't see any purple crayons. I don't see any Trons.
Purple crayon.
You're in the clear here.
That's good. That's good to hear.
All right, so join us after Labor Day. We will rejoin together and give you the full results and let you know who won and by what margin. We'll kind of update you throughout the summer as well, and maybe we'll have a few updated point totals as we go. Sure. So thank you for listening. Thank you to our guests, Mr. Jared Lowe. Thank you. Do you have anything to get off your chest?
Thanks for letting me play again. It's always fun. May the best picker win.
Wow. Yeah.
And
good job.
Seth mentioned it earlier, but thank you for getting better internet.
Oh yeah,
you're welcome.
Man, it has been flawless tonight.
Oh, he didn't freeze once. Wow,
I love it.
It's amazing.
It's cheaper too, way better and cheaper. So yeah.
Wow.
There you go. You want to plug your internet provider?
Hey, shout out Spectrum. The
real MVP.
Doing good work out there.
The
real MVP.
The 6-man.
The Summer Movie Challenge brought to you by Spectrum Internet.
And the OJ, Mr. Jesse Starcher. Where can the folks learn more about you?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check out the Source Material Comics podcast, you should be able to throw that into YouTube or any podcatcher of your choice. And you can listen to myself and a few other people talk about comics. Right now, we're in the midst of an Unspoken Issues Month, which is our 90s comics-centric podcast. Earlier this week, we did a discussion. It was a 2-part discussion on Astro City. The first 6 issues and the first half issue, or I should say the half issue. Great, fantastic discussion between me and Darian Dean. And then I watched Justified City Primeval and hung out with Mark and Gavin and talked about that. I've never watched any Justified, and I watched the final chapter of Justified.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was fun. Considering those guys had watched all 6 seasons before that, and they had opinions, and I wasn't too harsh on it, but... And then, like I said yesterday, we did record Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. The discussion's out there on the W2M Net YouTube. You can see it live. Me, Alexis, and Mark get together, and we talked about that book, and that will air shortly before the movie releases on Source Material. So if you want to hear what happens in the book and our discussion on what we thought, please check it out, because it was a good read. So again, thanks for having me on. I'm glad I got to participate yet again, guys. It's been a blast.
Thanks to the Unspoken Decade, I learned that Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, the comic, has a character named Pepito.
I saw you post that or send that to us in the message, and I was like, wow, okay. All right.
But not the
no
Pepito.
No. Definitely not.
Guys, I got the as we're coming to an end, I'm super excited. We my wife and I got the Regal Unlimited Pass for the summer. So I got the pass, referred her, so we both get a free month, I believe. So we got it for 4 months, and we've already seen a couple.
Cliffs are out.
Yes. See us at
I'm
the
surrounded
movies.
by cliffs.
So how does that? Because that's not like paying full price for a ticket. So how does that help the box office? Like, what percentage of that?
I wondered that.
The take.
Yeah, I had that thought too, and I have no idea. Like, I don't know.
I mean, you bought a ticket, but it's not going to count.
Yeah,
every dollar. Does
just a percentage go? I don't know. Not a clue.
Nobody knows.
No, it's unknowable.
Black box.
Yeah, you sure can't Google it. Huh?
I wouldn't want to know, and that's
I
where
don't
we're
want
at.
to know.
No. All right, thank you everybody for listening in. We hope you enjoyed that. We hope you stick with us as we jockey for position throughout the entire summer, sweating those numbers as they come pouring in every weekend. It's a fun time. Thank you. My name is Jordan Lowe.
See you at the movies, Cliff Barnes.
I'm Seth. Bye forever.
Thanks for listening to Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast. The best way to support the show is by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/YouDownWithKPP. Catch every episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or wherever you listen. And check us out online at Podbean. Stay connected with us on YouTube and TikTok for extra content, or send us an email anytime at Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast @gmail.com. All sounds, clips, and media played are the property of their copyright holders. All original content is the property of Ka-Pow, the Pop Culture Podcast. We'll be back soon with more fun, more laughs, and more pop culture. But until then, ask everybody you know. You down with KPP?